Hey folks, this is Johnny. Welcome to another Studio One Snapshots. Now, this is not going to be a short video. Just to give everybody kind of a forewarning. What we're going to take a look at is some of the presets that come with Studio One in the effects chains options. So I wanted to test some vocal chain presets for a female vocal that I have on a song that I did some time ago. All right, so you never know where the vocal's going to come from. You never know what kind of mic they're going to use. So what we're going to do is we're just going to attack this vocal kind of blind. And then at the end, I'll tell you where the vocal came from. All right, so let's go ahead and go right to the classroom. All right, so this is a song called Our Young. I wrote and produced and performed everything except for the female lead vocal. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here. And we are going to go to effects. And we are going in here to effects chains. And let's see, we're going to do vocals. Some of these are mine here. And we're going to go with, let's see, let's start with just the regular female vocal. So, what we're going to do is we are going to open up, it's the blue track here. We're going to open up the presets this way, the preset panel. You can, if you wish, you can also use the small and large option and just insert things like that. Or maybe we'll do that. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to start with the female vocal patch. And you can see here that there's just a simple compressor and a Pro EQ. So here's the vocal before we add anything.
I see our young, taken by the outside, and they won't know till it's too late. We must tell them.
All right, so now you're probably wondering, well, if you're just doing the vocal, why do you have the guitars? My theory on that is, if you don't have some of the sound of the song that you're putting together when you're doing the vocals, then you're probably not going to EQ them to fit the vocals. And that's really important. It's important to at least have something to reflect off of. So for this video, we're just going to simply make these vocals sound as good as we can with a preset. And we're even going to test some of the male presets on the female vocal, but just with the guitars, as if this was like a live acoustic thing on stage. All right, so let's go ahead and take the female vocal, and we are going to drag this into our track. And for the inserts, this is where we're going to put it. So now, in my opinion, things like EQ, compressor, limiter, gate, those need to go on the inserts. For the vocal bus, you can actually see I've already got some pre-existing stuff on here. I've got a channel strip to do some further EQing, and then I have a beat delay. But we're not going to be testing that right now. I want to see what some of these presets we can use to actually make the vocal sound better. All right, so I'm going to turn it off for now. And after the second phrase, I'm going to turn on the preset, and you tell me in the comments what you think.
I see our young, taken by the outside, and they won't know till it's too late.
All right, now, I don't know about you, but I really didn't hear much improvement. You do it again.
I see our young, taken by the outside, and they won't know till it's too late.
All right, so it's interesting. I really didn't hear much. I heard a little bit of a volume boost. So I'm going to do it like in the middle here.
I see our young, taken by the outside.
All right, so I don't know. Let's see what it looks like. Here's the Pro EQ. Well, that's interesting. and the compressor. All right, so it's very, very slight. I really didn't want to do this, but I'm going to. I could do something like this. I'd like to see a little bit more of a touch of low end and a little bit more high end. So let's see if that's a difference.
I see our young, taken by the outside.
Ooh, there we go.
And they won't know
Here's off.
till it's too late.
I'm going to turn it on.
We must tell them that this choice might not be good.
All right, so those are the tweaks that I made. I really didn't want to do that. I wanted to do strictly with the presets, but I just can't help myself. All right, so in the comments, let me know if you liked them dry or if you liked them with the first female vocal preset. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to store this preset as female vocals 2. Female vocals 2. All right, so that's going to put it at the bottom of the list for the EQ. So there we go, right there. It's not going to affect the effects chain. I just wanted to save that because I really like the way this sounds right now.
I see our young.
See, it's nice and bright, but it doesn't have too much of the low end. Now, there's going to be producers out there that say, man, you are completely off your rocker. And feel free to leave that comment. But I just kind of wanted to tweak it a bit. Okay, so let us take this and let us remove this. Remove all. Boom. All right, so now we're back to the dry.
I see our young.
So let's see. So this is called female vocal louder. I thought the other one actually was a volume boost, but let's see what this does. Bring this over here. And we are going to turn it off, and I'm going to turn it up again on this time on the second phrase.
I see our young, taken by the outside, and they won't know till it's too late.
You can hear some of the room behind the voice, which is interesting for this particular vocal. All right, so we tried those. So now we have female live. So let's go ahead and do this and remove. And we're going to go with female live. We're going to go with female live, and then we'll try female pop. Ooh, that's got a little bit more. All right, we'll do the first phrase dry, and then I'll turn it on for the second phrase.
I see our young, taken by the outside.
The fluff is
and
that.
they won't know till it's too late.
Yeah, that. Yes, I did. I said, what the fluff? I'm trying to curb my swearing because it's getting really bad. All right, let's remove that. All right, so that's not... We're not going to go with that. All right, so, and now here's the female pop vocal. Let's bring this one in here. Let's see. So it's got a compressor, Pro EQ, and a room reverb. Interesting. All right, so we're going to turn it off for the first phrase.
I see our young, taken by the outside.
Okay, so now I like
and
that.
They won't know till it's too late. We must tell them
See what
that this choice might not be good.
All right, so let's drop the vocal just a bit. And we're going to raise the acoustic, see if we can get a better mix. I actually kind of like that.
I see our young, taken by the outside, and they won't know it's too late. We must tell them.
Very nice. Okay, so that actually worked out pretty good. And I think that'll do it for the female vocal chain presets. All right, so let's try a few more. I'm going to take this one out. So far, I like that. Oh, yeah, let's check what's in it. Compressor. All right, it is squashed just a bit more. And, oh, look at that. Now, see, on this particular EQ, it dropped a little bit of the mid, raised a little bit of the high mid, but actually tweaked the high cut, or what do they call that? The low pass. I don't know why they call it that. It's a high cut in my eyes. All right, so that's kind of cool. And then the room reverb looks like it's just a basic thing. No pre-delay. The length is pretty short, giving it more of a room ambient kind of a feel, and it's got a very light mix. All right. So let's do this now. Let's remove that one. All right. So let's check a couple of the male vocal patches. Let's see if we can actually use these with the female vocal. All right. So I think the male live, I think we know what that's going to do, but we'll try it.
I see our young.
That's really
taken by the outside.
Yeah, I'm not going to go with that. Maybe, I don't know how that could be considered for a live vocal, but I don't do live stuff. All right, so here is male rock. Bring this over. All right, we got another room reverb. We got the Pro EQ, very similar to the last female preset, and this is actually a little bit more compressed. So let's see.
I see our young.
That's interesting.
Taken by the outside, and they won't know till it's too late.
See, on this one, you can hear all the breaths.
I see our young, taken by the outside, and they won't.
Let's go further into the vocal.
Good. Take it slow. Remember, you're young right now.
All right, there we go. We got a little bit of a backup vocal.
You may change your mind when you are grown.
All right, so now I just want to do a quick comparison with the female pop. This is not what I planned on doing, but we'll see.
Good. Take it slow.
Now see, I still like this. I still like this better.
You're young right now. You may change your mind when you are grown.
Now, of course, it's important to remember that all of these presets are going to sound a certain way with certain instruments. So if we had the full band here, which I didn't bring in this particular version of the song, you know, things are going to change. But I really wanted to hear I wanted you guys to hear this raw, just to see what happens if we do this. All right, so I'm gonna take this out. I still like, guys, leave your comments in the comments area. The female pop for this vocal actually sounds really good. I'm going to remove all. Okay, so let's go back to some of the male stuff. Let's see what the male pop vocal sounds like. We already heard the male live. Let's see male pop vocal. So let's see really quick. Okay, ooh, dropped low end, but did nothing with the high end. Oh, it's not nearly as compressed as the male rock. And it's got an analog delay. All right, let's see what this does.
Good. Take it slow. Remember,
Ooh, I like it.
you're young right now. You may change your feels right.
That's not bad. I like it. All right. Again, let me know what you guys think. I'm going to remove all. All right. We've got one more, two more for the male vocal. This is just a straight up male vocal EQ or a vocal chain. Compressor is not tweaked too much. And this one actually has a little bit of low cut or high pass and a little bit of added high frequency. Let's see what this does.
Good, take it slow.
Ooh.
Remember, you're young right now. You may change your mind when.
All right, so here we are kind of in the middle of the video. I know that this is longer than just the snapshots, quote unquote. But my reason for doing this is for those beginners who just, who look at a vocal, I want it to sound better, but I have no clue where to start. These presets are really, really good for learning what some of the changes will affect in a particular voice. I'll do a male vocal one too. But I think that with this particular female vocal, it's not anything extraordinary as far as high and low range. So I think this is really going to give us a good idea on pretty much all of the presets that we go through. All right, so let us take this and remove this. I think we got one or two more. No, we just got one. So this is the male louder vocal. Let's get this over here. Bam, we got a compressor. Yeah, it's not really doing much. Ooh, that EQ looks pretty close to just the male vocal preset. So let's see. Let's do it without and then turn it on since it actually says louder.
Good, take it slow. Remember, you're young right now.
Yeah, the male vocal and the male vocal louder are pretty much as, is nominal the right word? As the two of the same name for the female vocal. So they really didn't add much change, and the male louder really, it didn't increase in volume for me. I don't know what you guys think. All right, so let's see. So we have a backing vocal preset. So what I'm going to do is for the lead vocal, and I have different performances for it, and I'll be doing other videos for those. So let's see. Let's go ahead and remove everything from there. So my favorite was the female pop. Boom.
Good, take it slow. Remember.
All right. So also we have the backup vocal. That is this guy right here. Or this girl right here. So I'm going to take this off. And I'm going to use the backup vocal. Vocal chain. Let's see what these do. Compressor, pretty much nothing. And, okay. So we get a little bit of added high frequency. And once again, the low cut, or high pass, is taking out some of the beef of the vocal.
Good, take it slow. Remember, you're young right now.
Ooh, that's not bad.
You may change your mind when you are grown and in control when it feels right. Oh no.
That's not bad. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the room reverb from the lead vocal, and I'm going to put it also on the backup vocal. Ready?
Good, take it slow.
Drop it down a bit.
Remember, you're young right now. You may change your mind when you are grown and in control when it feels right.
cool. So what do you think? What do you guys think? I'm really interested in your comments. Was this pretty useless to you? And if it was, that's fine. But for those of you, don't know why I said but for those of you who have not really had much experience with doing vocal chains or even using a compressor or an EQ on a vocal part, I thought this might be helpful. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Tell me if these videos are helpful. Would you like me to do a male vocal audition, kind of for the same thing, to see if it has any difference? So now, here's the big thing. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you. Now, I've got to be honest about this vocal. And if you make a comment in the comments, I know that you watched the whole video. I didn't mean to play you guys like that, but this is a vocal AI. This is from the Synthesizer V vocal library. It is a very smooth vocal, and for those of you with really, really good ears, you guys are going to say, hey, I don't think that's a real voice. So let me know what you guys think. Sorry I don't have my camera on right now. I've been having trouble today, so I look horrible. So let me know in the comments what you guys think, and I'll see you all in the next video.